that way. And then money is the tool to get in. The NFT is the tool to get in,
Yeah.
right? To get on the perk side.
And now just imagine that we get these kind of filters on a free mint, it's
On a
very
free
special.
mint, yes. What's happening? What's happening to five right here? My God, my guy. Are you? I can't help you.
He's yawning, this five.
For real, man. Max yawning. He's like, I cannot deal with this talk. I'm just gonna. It kills me. I get it. This is basically now an after party of the space that happened before. So I'm gonna follow you. I like this. You follow me back, or else I'm gonna scream. I like fancy things and good food. You just became my BFF. Nobody cares, bro. Nobody else in
I
this
was
space.
like, I was thinking, is he in a war situation or what's going on? I'm
Probably not. Probably not.
no,
But I
but
appreciate it. 5 6, 5 6. That sounds like a hell of a freaking matrix right there, just unfolding. So I made you my friend. I love this shit. You are welcome. We are now best friends forever. Good food. I mean, I'm all about this, right? Do you like naps too, Five? I love naps. Sleeping rich is my thing.
Yeah, naps are the best.
There you go. Take a little bit of a nap. You read. I mean, if I cannot make 200-300 an hour, I'd rather take a nap. You guys, not standing up for $3. It's not what we roll with here.
Damn, I hear that. That's
Right,
it's like I'm not getting out of
bro.
bed. No, it's something that what's his name? Kevin Leary from Shark Tank says. He's like, if it's not like however $10,000, I'm not even getting out of bed or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. So you have your bottom line there. That's just the thing. And everybody in
Things
my house is
acting
is doing the
strange.
same thing. If a bird makes a noise, there's going to be a live stream. You're telling me you want to
Yeah,
work?
he
You're
sure
going to be
did.
annoying, more annoying than I am. Better now hustle, right? All right, right. You get your before your right hand falls off. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing all right.
You're
So
doing
nice to
all
be
right.
here. Yeah, I'm all right. I do me, so I'm all right, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Good.
Yeah.
Was that
How's,
it? What's the alpha?
well, I think this is my first time in space, though. It's my first time speaking in space. So,
Oh, it's not a busy
thanks.
one. Usually, it's a little bit more busy. Adam is doing things in China. I don't know. And normally we're just popping up on a Friday, so nobody's expecting a what's the ticker on this day and time. But yeah, we missed yesterday, so we thought just pull up today a little bit for you guys, at least for the ones who wanted to show up, right? For the good friends.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Can
that's
I
nice.
talk
That's
yet?
nice. But I have a question, though.
Boom boom.
Wow,
What's up?
wow, can you hear me right now? I'm
I
gonna
can
call
hear
you
you.
out. Why aren't you following me back?
I
You
had to
don't follow me
follow.
back
Oh, I
anymore.
can follow you back. Well, I'm so sorry. I do apologize. I now follow you back. Does
Yes,
this make
thank
your
you very much.
day? Yeah. Did we set things right?
Can we talk about, are we allowed to talk about AI agents yet?
I'm going to talk to Edge, and then we get to the agent part.
Yeah, we haven't
Edge,
spoke with Edge in a minute. What's
Wild.
up, Edge?
Edge,
Oh, hi, Edge. Nice to meet you.
What's
Edge,
up?
and I did is Edge has a space in the morning on the edge of greatness, and today was just special, and it stuck with me the whole day. I hope it did for you too. And yeah, definitely was flowing in my flow state.
What do you do, Edge?
That's awesome. Yo, I do.
He yawns a lot.
Yeah, we yawning is a little bit less. We turn that down. Usually we're a little bit more serious. Serious in the way where we're focusing on self development and focusing on what the main thing of humans is on this planet to evolve and mature and those things and how we can do that in the best way possible for ourselves. Everyone does it in like their own way. Obviously, I just explained the entire process in another space I was in before. But we're basically focusing on self development, you know,
Love that.
in a
That's
different
amazing.
way.
Hell yeah. It says you're a skater. Are you a skateboarder?
Yes, sir. I
Awesome.
am.
That's
I am.
cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you
I
skate?
saw the
I
snow
used to.
melting,
I was
Edge.
a pretty serious skateboarder for like 10 years, believe it or not.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. You
I,
learn so much from skating in self development and stuff. It's
oh
insane.
yeah. I mean, for me, it was a great experience. I was really serious. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts, so I was skating around the city most of my early childhood, and I would actively skip school to go skateboard. To be quite frank, I dropped out of high school, believe it or not. But I think that skateboarding is a lot like building is today for me. I mean, it's a kind of the transition as I became older, and I think that anyone who does any type of like has been a skater and done it for a long time can understand um what it takes to like basically complete a task, right? Because you have to keep like you have to like skateboarding involves like analyzing a space, like you have to look at the architecture of an area, and then you have to think, what can I do with this skateboard, like what tricks can I do on this particular like ledge, for instance, right? And then you think, how can I videotape it, how can I make this artistic? And then you're like, okay, now I can present this to the world in a video, and that's where skateboarding becomes art, right? And I think that programming is the same exact thing, where you're doing a very similar thing, right? Where you're like, you're looking at the architecture of a space, you're deciding, how can I create art out of this? And then you go and you just keep relentlessly trying to do it over and over again until you succeed.
That's so on point, man. That's the most important lesson of all, I think, too, is we learn how to succeed, like always doing the difficult thing, right? And being creative at the same time, as you're mentioning, like analyzing the area, what can I do, this and that. You hurt yourself, you get up, you do it again, you try this, you try that. It's amazing. And then 10 years later, you stand there, everyone else has quit, you know everything, and then you take your lessons on to the next endeavor. Programming, personal brand, whatever. The confidence that is built is insane. You can apply it everywhere for real, man. Appreciate you, brother, for this little discussion we had here. A pleasure to meet you.
Thanks. I appreciate that. And yeah, oh yeah, just so you know, I'm actually, I know have a deeper voice, but I'm transgender.
Oh, that's fine.
So I was a man, but I'm medically transitioning to become a woman right now. So
Yeah, absolutely.
obviously, I don't think I can change my DNA or whatever. Like that's whatever. But I like I know that I was born as a man, obviously, but I'm medically transitioning. So I'm not like
No, Poppy,
crazy.
this is just Edge, it is lingo. He says bro and he says man too.
Get ready,
Even Wild,
Poppy. They're calling me bro every day. Get ready
Yeah,
for this, right? Even
Oh
though
yeah,
yeah.
I was
And
born female.
everything we say mirrors ourselves. So,
People are in my DMs. Hey, bro. Hey, they're saying clearly there's a lady in my goodnight post. That's me. And still people are
yes,
like, good
yeah,
night,
and
bro.
it's obvious to people because of my voice, obviously. So it's it can be difficult to
No, it's
understand.
not. It's not even because everybody is bro here. It doesn't even matter anymore.
Okay, that's cool.
It's
I like that
yeah,
too. Yeah, and
yeah.
I personally, I mean, that's how I
Web
speak. I'm like,
three.
bro, dude, you know.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, I have
They don't care
experienced.
if it's a
Yeah,
dick or something else. Bro is bro. It's Web three. Nobody wants to.
hell yeah.
It's all
Dude,
quick.
I've
Let's
been
just call him
wondering if
bro.
I should call you sis Wild, but it just sounds wrong.
No, that
I
sounds
need to
wrong. Just
call
call
you
me
bro.
bro.
No,
Bruh,
like yeah, you can just
bruh.
call. I mean, I like either Romy or Poppy, but I actually prefer Romy. If you want to call me that, that is my preferred nickname.
All right. But that's not gonna. You need to understand. This is not personal in this space, but everybody here is in a hurry, and everybody is on auto. So if they're gonna call each other, it's gonna be bro, and you cannot fight this. I would try, bro. I'm a girl, and they were like, yes, bro. As it's like, all right, it's fine.
Yeah, I
And
see what
it's
you
just, I
mean.
don't
It's
know.
not they're not doing it because like they're trying to be like intentional.
No, they're coded like this. It's coded like this.
Yeah,
That's
and I can see
yeah,
that. I can see that. I can actually tell the difference when people are doing it in a friendly
yeah.
way, if that makes sense. Because
Exactly. It's
when
not,
people do
don't take
it,
it personal,
oh
right?
yeah,
You're
It's
no,
not,
just Web
nothing
3
in this space in
deviants.
social media is to be taken personal. You're either meeting somebody that's like, well, one in 100,000 that is actually awful. The rest of the people are just trying to reach bait people, right?
oh yeah, I
So,
totally
yeah.
agree. I totally
It's
agree
about
with you.
engagement. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, I personally, I mean, I call people bro or dude myself, and
Yeah.
I'm,
Call me
I'm kind
bro.
of empathy. So I think ultimately, like that, I notice when it's friendly, but you do get the 1 in 100,000 that is obsessed with the sex.
Yeah, some people are in those you block, right?
Yeah, those
Then we
people
just
are
go
fucking
block.
crazy. I'm like, yo, I'm just trying to pay my rent out here. I'm sorry, I'm trans. Like,
Well, in the end, though, in the end, listen to this. Nobody cares in life. Nobody cares. You do
oh
you,
yeah, I
in the
agree.
best way that you can. Project that out into the world, and then the people, the vibe tribe will find you. The frequency is broadcasted. It's like I'm always imagining the Care Bears, right? In the morning when I wake up, I'm like putting my belly out, like, yeah, I'm shining my little thingy. And then other Care Bears are going to see it in the sky.
Yeah.
And if,
Yo, literally, I myself, my worldview is this sounds weird, but if we choose to like be completely ourselves,
and then it,
Like,
we will
what
like
what sound?
then we will like suffer ourselves. Did I
that
cut
was a
out there?
glitch.
Yeah, you rugged
Cut off.
edge.
Oh my god. Yeah,
Yes.
my timer went
At
off,
your
but what I
moment,
want.
the moment supreme, you were just, boom.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
okay. Oh
was
my god, that
perfect.
sucks. But yeah, my worldview and like my preferable perspective, there's so many, and I think the one that masters like most of them and can like choose perspective depending on situation. It's like a very powerful skill. But I like the perspective where there is no one else. Like we get to be completely ourselves, and when there is no one else, in order to like be able to live with ourselves without suffering too much, we choose our suffering right now or later. But if we choose to like see that there is no one else, there is only us, we have to be good to others, because then that's our mirror right back to us. So we're creating less
Love
suffering
that.
for ourselves. You know what I mean? So
That
I'm
shows.
like, bro, what's up? I'm talking to myself, basically.
No, you're right. I mean, social empathy is important, and like obviously, for me, I think it's more. What's more important is I want to be viewed for my merit based on what I do, which is why I love the internet and the X space, because I can produce agency through building, right? And I think that that is a good feeling. Like I don't want people to look at me based on my sexuality or gender at all, in fact, and I want people to just view what I'm doing. Like, what am I building? How am I contributing value to the world? And if I'm not doing that, then that's bad. For like my personal opinion, I don't want to. I don't like the victim mindset that so many people have, and I can see it, but primarily just because you can tell when someone has been through like a harder life or not, and that is really the distinction between the victim mindset and the non-victim mindset. Um, because like if you've I mean I think that anyone that's ever dealt with any type of adversity, it doesn't just be not being trans, but any type of adversity, there's two types of people. There's going to be people that victimize themselves and complain and do nothing, and then even attack other people, right? Or there's going to be people that just ignore all the bullshit and keep working on what they're focused on. And that I'm the second one, where I just want to focus on programming and building and working with AI
Yeah,
agents.
yeah. And then there's a third option, you guys. That's when you make the people who do not comply somehow your biggest fans long run, and they work for you now.
Oh,
Right?
I love that one.
Long live
That's what I'm all about.
slavery. Let's
I
go.
want to be the third one for sure. I want to be
Yeah. There's
hiring the people who were harassing me at one point in my life.
Look, at one point you work in silence, and at one point you will have your Care Bear heart out so big. There's going to be such a light that people are starting to become your fans, and the people who hate you the most will be your biggest fans in the end. I promise you this. They respond with so much hate is the same emotion, same pendulum as love is, right? And so it's all attention and vibes. So if they're giving you hate, just know that this is the other end of love. They're really close together this way. So you
That's a
can
great
turn
way to
it
look
on.
at it. I
Yeah.
love that perspective. I actually I really didn't see it that way for a long time, but you saying that makes me realize that more. And I totally agree.
They're
Like,
giving you energy, right? Doesn't matter what
yeah,
energy. This is what the rage baiting is all like. Doesn't fucking matter. Attention is fucking attention. It's currency. I'll take it, right? You
yeah,
give
very
you
good point
can
there.
hate dollar, love dollar. It's a dollar. So if you put
Yeah,
a currency on it, and look, my
attention is
dad. Yeah, this is a message for everybody. Is actually what my dad said. You weren't everybody. There's billions of people in the world. If everyone would like you and love you, you would have a big issue on your birthday. Yeah, the cake to give to these people you cannot afford. You cannot afford to be friends with everybody, and you're gonna get wrecked.
And
So
also,
just
not everyone's gonna like you when
no.
you're doing,
Nor was it designed this way, but you can sell those people something too.
you
So
can. Ultimately, even people that love or hate you don't want to lose their money, right? So
no, look, it's all about headspace. So if they like you, headspace. If they hate you, you're taking up their headspace. They're thinking about you. They're sending you energy. Just you need to understand how to curb that energy and turn it into fuel, right?
yeah. Well,
Anything is fuel.
the way to do that is to ignore it and just keep building. And that's what I found to be the most successful
Yeah,
strategy.
but not just ignore the hate, ignore the love as well. Don't get high on that supply. So
Yeah,
for
we'll
both
ignore
ends, yeah,
everything.
yeah,
Every
everything, yeah. Just do
That's what I do.
you.
I just sit here and keep coding
Yeah,
and ignore everything.
that's the
And
way,
like, I
guys.
wanted to come on the space here because I like talking to you, and like I think it's good as a founder in general, like talk and socialize with people.
Yes.
But I have 26 open pull requests right now, and I have so much work. I have so much work I have to do. I'm basically working until 7 in the morning. I just passed out 7 a.m. and I woke up and I have coffee right now. I'm having my coffee while I talk to you because I physically just passed out. I could not physically stay awake. And that is my life right now, doing what I'm doing, where I am working until I just simply pass out until
You're
my
locked in. So because you're so locked in, pin something up, do a little chill, but try and keep it condensed because my brain is also exploding. I'm at the end of my ropes here too because it's been work all around the whole day. Doing stuff, and just had that big space too. That kind of takes a little bit. 7,000 listeners, you guys, in the Froaches space,
That's
which is
amazing.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, first of
That's really
all,
good
we
marketing.
need to give a little bit of credit to Wild here because she did an amazing job as a Spaces host, and the space was just much information floating around, and I really enjoy it.
And I'm roping everybody in,
That's
trying to make
Yes,
sense
incredible.
of it.
hyping them up, and
What you're doing is incredible.
spamming the emojis was like an amazing thing to do there because everyone was so pumped up.
Yeah, absolutely. And you want to know some synchronicity that actually showed up. So, the song that we start with was the song that we launched with the TGE, right? In that space when we did the first space at launch, and so it's Tiesto in a
Yeah, you had
mix.
me feeling like I was in a rave. And then I
Believe
come
it,
into
but
this.
actually, I never listened too much to the lyrics because I just made that mashup of Tiesto with "What's the Motto," right? And then "What's the Motto" is "Pump It." I thought that was DJ enough for that space way back when, and we kind of used it as the intro now all the time. But today I actually listened a little bit more to the lyrics. I was like, this is fucking slapping, man. All right. It is so, it was so apt to what we were talking about. And it just lined up so perfectly what we were saying, test the conviction, right? Diamonds under pressure, that kind of stuff. And believing, right? That's the motto, right? And so, I mean, look, I was like, whoop, just blowing myself out of the water again with the synchronicities like that, right? I love that. And then I built the intro every week when we have the glitch. I of course get the information what we're going to talk about, and I built the intro right for
So
it.
you're very, very organized in this, and that is probably that consistency and organization and building intros and having a plan to talk about consistently doing space is probably. What do
Well,
you think
the
has
whole
led you to
team,
do
right? So the whole team is we are all a part of an engine. Yeah, and so we test things together in groups, included everyone that needs to be knowing about this, knows only about this, and so we get the focus on what we're doing, what we're good at. So everybody can be doing what they're good at all the time. So not anybody in the team is confronted with anything that challenges them on something that they may not be good
How
at.
big is the team?
We are
How big is the
16
team?
people. Yes, and
Okay, got it. So
this is
now
this is the
all
tech.
16 people working. That's a huge team. I mean, for a small
Well,
startup,
it's a
that's
you.
you
That's not a
are
small. It's
definitely.
not a small startup. That's the thing.
Like more of a medium size. Yeah, I mean, no, it's not. 5 would be. I mean, 5 people would be small. You're at 16. That's huge. I mean, that is. You have a very serious
Yeah, well, there's marketing.
startup going right now.
There's, of course, there's the marketing department, market makers that deal with the chart, people that deal with the chart, people that deal with the mint, people that deal with spaces, and then that overlaps. And so we have different groups that we work in, but we all get put the task, but it's never a task that we cannot do. It's all within our talents, right? And what we were hired to do.
Are you using AI agents?
Hmm?
Are you using agents in the business?
Yes. We have also agented workflows. So it's very easy for us.
But do you have, what I'm wondering, do you have like an AI agent in
Yes,
the business?
Filter has it. Yes, actually, Filter right now is building another AI thing that I cannot talk about.
That's really cool. Are you using OpenClaw?
I think, well, I'm not from the tech department in this way, but multiple.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, yes, there's many, but I was just curious. Do you know what OpenClaw is?
Yes, I do. But unfortunately, it's not. My talents are somewhere else, so I never get confronted with that part of the team because it's not what I'm hired for. So there are 6 people who are working on that a little bit more closer, and there, of course, the left or the right hand of Dutch himself, right? But Dutch every day is inspired with things, and then the team executes. So yeah, it's like a
So I guess my question, are you using OpenClaw personally? As, like, or do you have a personal AI
personally? Yes, I use OpenClaw personally.
Okay, nice.
Yes.
But what do you use it for?
But for me, it's an agent that makes my day go better, right? So everything that I need to work on, it does prep all the prep work I need to do.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, I was just curious because I'm a very heavy OpenClaw user, and I'm just. I'm not trying to understand what your understanding is, I guess, and what you're doing. So you are using OpenClaw.
I don't use it for other things because of safety reasons and stuff, right? So I have a little bit of a concern with that. But with what I trusted with, I do. Yes. So it tells me what I should
and what you trust. That's a more challenging problem because it comes down to the ability to create the correct guardrails.
Yes.
Like,
exactly.
You know, for what it needs to do.
Yeah.
I have my OpenClaw.
So I have tons of monetized other social media that I run, and that's like 3 now. And so I need stuff automated on that side. So it does stuff for that, but never with my logins or automated things like that, right? So it doesn't execute anything. I still need to touch the buttons, and I like it that way because then I have a little bit of, if it's developed well.
Oh, well, you can give it one password CLI, and give it access to your passwords like that. So that it has its own vault,
that's a workaround. But right now it doesn't do my prompts well, so it also creates the things that I need for my channels, and so I still need to review these things before it does automatic post shit, right?
What model are you using? What model is the main?
I'm sorry.
What model are you using?
No, it's voice AI, so it's totally different thing. So you're working with
okay, so you're not using like Claude Opus 4.6?
No.
Okay, see, this is the thing I think people, because if you use OpenClaw with Claude Opus 4.6, you're going to notice a huge Difference. It's really good at generalizing across managerial tasks and long horizon tasks. I use OpenClaw as an employee. I actually have it running, like, it's not just an employee, it's like 50 employees. And every single aspect of the company is completely
Poppy, I do
run
have
by
to
it.
interject though, because one thing that you're kind of leaving out is it can add up and can be very expensive to run the OpenClaw agent. I don't know if you're doing it through VPS or if you're doing hosting a server locally. But either way, I've heard it adding up into like the thousands per month.
It's depending on what you're doing. Yes. Like, I mean, for me, I'm running a business, right? So I initially starting up, we were generating a lot more code, and that definitely was more costly initially. So my initial cost to start the business before optimizations was high, but in comparison to what it would have been for employees, it was about 10x reduction at least. And now I have optimized the costs so that I really just have 2 Anthropic Max subscriptions and 1 OpenAI Pro subscription. And then I have Kimi and Mini Max, and I use all just subscriptions. And then I use Open Router for my embedding. So I pay for that. That costs me next to nothing. And I'm able to run very deep automations. I mean, I have deep automations like for things like Post Hog. For instance, I have Vershell, Tenderly, Alchemy, email, X, like pretty much every type of market research, market analysis, any type of service that can be hooked up to it. And yeah, the cost now that I've done the optimization, because I spent a lot of time really working on OpenClaw and figuring out how do I optimize the cost of this? How do I ensure I have the best memory? On top of that, I'm doing backups. I'm doing, a lot of IT infrastructure security hardening around the system to make sure that it can't get hacked or prompt injected. But if you get all this set up properly and you use Anthropic and you're not we're doing 26 open pull requests a day, and I can use 2 Anthropic subscriptions. So that's like $400 a month, plus an OpenAI. So $600 a month. And that allows me to run my entire business. And yes, I'm running it on a local server. It's a 5 gigahertz, 6-year-old laptop, Intel i7 9th generation with 500 gigabyte SSD and 32 gigabytes of RAM with an NVIDIA 36 RTX-M. So
That's still a powerful PC.
It's a very cheap computer. You could actually go.
It's about $700
super cheap
today.
Computer.
Yeah, for that computer.
No, it's about $600 a month.
Right. No, that PC that you just named, if you wanted to host one on, because that you're using that PC specifically to host OpenClaw, correct?
Well, both. No, I have an M4 Max too, and I run everything on a mesh VPN on Tailscale. So I actually have on my M4 Max. Oh, no. I have a MacBook Pro M4 Max. I have like the 40-core GPU, top of the line. I just didn't max out the RAM, but I have the best M4 Max that you can buy now.
And that's what you're running the OpenClaw
I run
on?
that. No, I'm running I'm running the 2 sets of servers, basically. You can think about it like this.
Yeah.
So I have Kubernetes running on the Mac, and I have about 6 pods, and they all have redundancy. So I could spin up like 32 more, really, if I really wanted to go hard and, but I really only want 6 running on the Mac. And then I have 1 running on my Linux machine. The 1 running on the Linux machine is not in Kubernetes yet. I'm planning to migrate that soon. But that is connected to not only the gateways on my Mac, the Kubernetes pods, but it also has nodes that it can access to use compute on my Mac as well. So it can use the web browser on the Linux server and on my Mac. It can use Node and all the compute, work trees, GitHub, everything. So what I have happening is that I have 1 OpenClaw gateway running that runs swarms of agents constantly all day working on the code base. That OpenClaw agent can then go and hit the other 6 gateways that are running on those K8s pods, and it can go and then run more. Each one of those can run swarms of agents. So I have those running on Kimi and Minimax. The main model's running on Anthropic Opus, and then I have the sub-agents running on Codex with Opus as the fallback. So what this allows me to do is I can actually extend this. So now what I'm doing is I'm migrating my entire agentic system, because essentially what I figured out was, are you familiar with the Virtuals protocol?
Yes, of course.
Yes, we are very. We were actually there at the beginning of it.
Okay,
right?
awesome.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So this is good because you understand.
Hey, you're jelly now, right? You're jelly now.
Well, I'm happy because I'm happy because most people.
Tick and I were talking about it pretty early on about Virtuous Protocol, and we kind of didn't know what we had on our hands back then, right? And
Mm,
everything turned out a little bit more bullish than we thought.
yeah.
But we were bullish, but yeah, exactly right. Yeah. So
Well, yeah,
so
I mean, and
we're
there's still a lot of problems.
oh yeah,
Like, I don't
definitely.
know if you're noticing this, but I mean, yeah, like here's what I figured out because I'm doing a product on virtuals right now, and our product has changed a lot. We like since the first time I talked to you till now, I've gone through like full rebrand, pivot. We're still actually the same company, but we've completely changed like everything, and um, we've also changed the API product, and we've shifted completely to a security product. But what I've found is that a lot of companies are just building wrappers, like around Go Plus or Python libraries, and then they're doing like a honeypot scanner or something that checks like token contracts before you buy. But this is not enough to detect real fraud. And what I'm seeing is that a lot of the virtuals agents that do this are quite literally charging $1 USDC to run anything that any normal AI agent could just run, like, or you could run using Python libraries. And it's a pretty mediocre approach. It has no real value to it, actually, because there's absolutely zero competence required to essentially build these API tools. So here's what I figured out is that on virtuals, and this is what I'm actually doing right now, because we built an API as well as skills for doing fraud detection, right? So anyone can go and like build out their own agent, like with OpenClaw, you give it our skill, and then it can instantly become a fraud detection agent. But I'm running OpenClaw in the cloud on Railway in containers. And what I'm doing now is I've created a dual memory infrastructure. So basically, our API calls a swarm of agents that's running Opus and Sonnet. And the OpenClaw agent can repeatedly use that swarm of agents to get more forensic information, if that makes sense. And each system is designed to continually learn. So as the OpenClaw agents, all of them learn together, by the way. So there's multiple agents, and every time each one does an investigation, the other agents all learn from each new investigation that happens. On top of that, the API-based threat engine also learns across every interaction. So you have two systems. You have the system that is doing direct analysis in the API, and then you have the system that's using that system over and over again to do deeper forensic analysis. This is what allows us to find deep rugs that you actually could never find this without being like a security researcher, really, or someone like me who's looking for this. Because what
Okay,
happens is that like
we gotta wrap it up just a little bit. So I don't want to cut you short here. But is there any way that people can
oh
go or
yeah,
post or
I
something?
can finish really fast. Can I just finish the main point?
Yeah, main
Because I
point
have a
that we can
main point.
post, please, because I gotta move. I've been working all day
Okay,
too, Poppy.
I will. So the main point is this: is that right now a lot of the security products being offered on virtuals, number one, are just an API wrapper that don't actually provide you true valuable information about the security risk of the product that you're about to invest in. Imagine you're investing $100,000 into a project that you really believe in, and all the contracts are clean, everything looks fine. But then there's an entire other problem of like governance issues internally where there is, for instance, maybe like very deep down the chain of contracts, an owner who is running an EOA on a revenue based contract or something. And that owner now, imagine all these AI agents are getting money, and now that owner gets either compromised or is a hacker themselves. They have the ability to now take all your agents' revenue suddenly, and now you're getting rugged. What and that's the thing is that people like Zach XBT are the people who look for this. That's what we're actually building. We're building the equivalent of what a human investigator would be running, like 24/7 on call. And what's amazing about this is that like companies like Chain Analysis or Hexagate is another one. These people are so far behind. They actually spent $8 million so far, and you still have to go on their website and fill out a form just to access their technology. And they only offer like an API. Everything we're doing is through X402 and through ACP. And that was the main issue I found out, because we were offering our services on via the API through ACP, but now we're making it full. So it was already agentic, but now it's going to be fully agentic, where an OpenClaw agent's actually using our skills and API along with many other tools to really provide like a full deep level investigation. So you can use this tool to literally, before you go and invest into huge amounts of money into something that even looks legitimate, you can use this tool and find illegitimacies
Poppy,
and reasons
Poppy,
why you may not want to.
land the plane. Land it. We're still up in the air.
Yeah, so that's basically it. So x402janice.com. You can go to our site, or you can find x402janice on
Pin up a
virtuals,
post. Pin up a
and
post.
you can actually go on virtuals right now and talk to it. Literally, I'm not kidding you. You can start doing scans by using the virtuals butler. Everything works right now. The butler can
Pin a
actually do these
post.
investigations for you.
Pin a post. People need to see things, Poppy. Pin a
Oh,
post.
yes. Let me
Yes.
do that right now. Because you can use the
Look,
service right now
because
through Butler on
a lot
ACP.
of what you were saying. So I'm going to teach you something if you're open for it. So anytime you speak on a space, here we don't, this is right now, a little bit of a pop-up space and it's not that crowded or busy. But when you're in a space with hundreds of people, you don't get this time to get the message out. So what is going to be your objective? Your objective should be to channel people, funnel people towards you can give them more information. So actually not saying all the information in the space, people are not going to soak that up. People need to be on repeat with that a little bit. So you want them in an environment that you can be on repeat with it. So they at one point will understand. That's not going to be in the space. So if you're going to chill in a space, or maybe not this space, but I've been together with Dutch in some big spaces the last few days, and you just gotta have the objective of get people into TG, get people into Discord, get people to the HQ,
Well, I
get that,
just want people
right?
to try the product. I don't even
So you
want.
want people
I
to
don't
try the
want
product. So what
sales.
you're here, so you can do this within a minute, right? You can be like,
Yeah,
you can
they
point
just go
out
to the
how
link.
bullish AI is, right? And what your agent does, and how it will make you a gigantic amount of money. And in order
What?
for
Oh,
to
in
you
the
guys to
Italian
understand
edition.
that, you need to go to visit this profile, go into some Discord, go into whatever you have to expose people to
We'll
the
just go to
information.
the virtuals page. I
Go
just
to the
posted it.
yeah,
You can
yeah. Go
literally
to the
go to that
virtuals
page,
and check that out,
click
right? Yes,
hire,
yeah. Because
and
I
that's
can.
it.
It's
Boom,
not
and you click
personal.
hire, and you can start doing
Yeah,
virtual
it's not
analysis.
personal, but people fall asleep on X if you get too technical and you try to explain too much. And I know you're bullish, I understand, but a lot of people in this space do not. And so it's gonna fly over
Well,
their heads.
I'm just excited. I'm
No,
just
it's not.
excited because we're solving a
I
real
know you.
problem.
Yes, I know this, and that excitement you gotta condense into something and funnel that into an objective, a
Yeah,
call to
especially
action.
on
Yeah,
spaces,
Yeah,
on
I
especially on
agree.
spaces,
spaces.
people need to see visuals. That's why Tick has his live stream. That's
Yes.
so good.
Well, I just posted. I posted my pitch video. I did a 1 minute pitch video you can watch that explains the entire product. It shows my face. I put that in that video in the
Bro,
comments. There's a
bro,
link to the
look,
website
bro,
as well as
look. Uh, this is what you should have started out with. See that for real. Go to other spaces. There's tons of other spaces that I can introduce you to as well, but not with a long story. Just come up, look, right?
So should I just? I mean, that's a good idea. I have
Yes.
a video. I put pitch 1 minute video I
Yeah,
put together. I
exactly.
can just tell
Send
people to
people
watch
to the
that
video. Send
because
people
it's very hard to
to the
explain to
agent
people like
itself, right,
that.
where they can get the information. So you can
Yeah,
expose
because I
people to the
have autism,
information. Yeah, but so have I, my
so it
friend.
makes it hard for me to condense information. It takes me like five
I know,
minutes to explain something that normally
I
takes
know.
a minute.
Then you will get better at this. I am on the spectrum too. Don't worry, I got you, right? But that's how I
Well, the
know.
1 minute video is the one. I just can't do it. I can't do it on the spot. But the 1 minute video that I recorded literally
Yeah, so
explains
what?
exactly.
So exactly, you hack the system, your own system now. And so whenever you're on spaces, write it down for yourself. Number one, number two, number three, 1, 2, 3 objectives. Then you only have to focus on these three. and for a little short while. And with our brain, we can do that, right? So we can be like, hey, everybody, repost the room, leave a comment. What I'm going to tell you is about to blow your mind. We all know these AI agents are just taking off, you guys. And this agent is one like no other. I have an explanation video for you. I'm going to pin that up right here for you guys to look at what this is all about and the problem that my agent is actually solving. Boom. Now we're going to go to number two. You can go on Virtualist Protocol and see all the information there. And if you want to invest, yeah, go ahead. You can just connect your wallet and do that. Number three is the objective that we want to see you again. Let's stay in touch, you guys. Follow my account for more updates about my agent. Boom, done.
Thank you. Yeah, I think that that's exactly correct because I have all the marketing information here. I have the pitch,
Yeah, yeah.
but the autism thing makes it very hard for me to
Yes, I
condense it
know.
all into a single
Yeah.
small short period of information. And I am doing
Yes.
something very important.
Write it down for yourself.
I know
Objective, and then
yeah, because this
in
is
your
why
mind,
you're taking
your
me seriously.
brain, right? Yeah. So you just do very like childlike. One, two, three. Have a notepad where you actually write out one, two, three, and then create bridges between those. Just like I gave you the example.
I
And you
agree. I love
bridge
that.
from one
I'm
thing
going
into
to
the
use
other.
that. I'm
So when
literally going
I'm talking on spaces, I actually have a notepad that is full of scribbles and full of stuff because my brain needs wants to do fast and more, and so I let my hand just go and scribble. Right. So when I
Yo,
have an
guys,
objective, I actually write that down one, two, three, and I'm actually drawing a bridge when I'm speaking and making the bridge in my with my speech. Right. I'm actually drawing a bridge. I'm connecting the one, the two, the three.
yeah,
So I
I
know
love
what to
that.
do. It's like a
No,
visual roadmap for yourself to hack your brain a
you're
little.
100% right. Thank you for that feedback. That's very helpful. And yeah, the other
this
thing I
Yeah.
is
was going to say,
Yeah, Edge, go ahead.
uh,
Hold
this
on, Edge, maybe have
this
some.
is. I just wanted to chime in real quick. This is
Yeah.
what a little bit what we're talking in about in my space, like applying systems that are in line
Yes.
with human behavior and being aware of, autism. I have ADHD. Some people have this and that. You're aware of it, so now we can apply
Yeah.
this system with having the pen and paper and just, we know how to solve it. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
You know.
no, it's a very good
And
idea. I mean, I
yeah.
just wrote this all down and I take notes constantly while I'm working with my
Yeah.
AI. I'm constantly taking notes. Like I have a huge 728 notes in the past month.
Yeah.
And I think you're correct, is that the issue is that instead of rambling about what I'm doing, just tell people, here's the pitch, here's the virtuals, here's the page. And on
Yes.
top of that, I built a conversion funnel, right, where there's a free scans.
Yeah.
So when people go to my
So
site, they can get these
that could
scans.
be an objective then too, right? So, but then you're gonna have one, two, three, no more than four, because that's when your brain starts to explode usually, right? And mine does at four. I'm lost in space, and so
Three, I think three is good.
three
Three,
is
just
good.
get people to
One,
the website.
two,
Once
three.
they get to the
Yes.
website, they see the free scan.
And
Because
before you
what
go into a space, if you're going to join any space, you get a clean sheet of paper. You write down very big one, very big two, and a very big three. And then you actually, when you're talking, you're going to make the bridge. So your hand is creating the bridge, signaling to your brain, like, okay, it's bridge time now. And so no more dabbling, no getting rid of, getting far off topic, right? I'm just going to say hello to the people in the space, introduce myself. Hello, I'm Poppy. I'm Billy. AI agents, you go from AI agents, bridge into one, right? Land into one. And then we're going to build the bridge to land into two. And you're going to have these objectives. And you can even note it under one objective, people to my pitch. Number two objective, people to Virtuous Protocol to see the token, right? To see the agent. Number three could be anything, whatever you want, any objective. And then draw yourself a bridge. And then when you're done, you're done. And then you covered everything in a very bullish way. Because here we have some time, and tonight we're just vibing out a little bit. But when I'm on chill spaces, sometimes you only get 5 minutes. Maybe sometimes you even get 1 minute. If there's eight, ten
no, you're
people
right.
there. Yeah.
This is the problem I'm running into is that I am over
More
talking
people
and
do
I know
this.
it.
Yeah, more people do this. I was in a space yesterday, a very sympathetic person, but talking for 6 minutes, and I saw people leaving the space left and right because everybody
And
was
you're
not
right.
staying around. Yeah.
I used to do sales. I did sales. I had a system
Yeah.
and it worked. And the hard part is that when you're building your own startup, it becomes harder to figure out the sales pitch system. But you are correct. You have to have a step-by-step system. I used to have a five-step
Objective.
system. I would introduce
And you know
myself.
what, Poppy? You know what? It's never bullish to explain everything. People need to discover some things about you that it was
You're
more
right.
bullish than they thought, because that's when they investing thought into it. So you want to get them to do something, and that something is your objective or what you come into the space with. So
I
you
need to
guide the
dig
whole
deeper.
process. Yeah, you
I
guide the
need
whole
them to dig.
process.
It's like that's the exact problem because people are not understanding the problem we're solving, and
No,
it is a
exactly.
real problem.
It is a
This
big
is a
problem.
very real problem, and no
You
one.
got something with your A, and there's no, your product is not under scrutiny here. It's just we need to get people to see the product and understand what it is. They're not going to understand it in one go, and they're not going to understand it if you over inform. And so you want to
I,
just have these objectives with these bridges to get people to the information, and then hopefully on repeat, because the more they see it, the more they will understand. And then when somebody goes to a website and reads about it, it's reading. They took a few minutes to read. Now somebody is investing into spending some time reading, and you want them to do that on repeat. That's how you bond people to
yeah,
your product,
and that
right? You know this.
and that's
So
happening.
yeah.
There are people that are going to my site. Like we had like 300 users this past week.
Mhm.
They're all coming to the site
Yeah.
and reading for like 2 minutes and 38 seconds on
Yes.
average.
Yeah, that's
So
great.
people are.
So you have that information. You have that information already. So now you want to amplify that by going in spaces and have these objective for people just to go to.
Yeah,
Uh,
because I
but
feel like
uh,
for
but
we've been out.
I'm gonna have to
We launched.
close this conversation now, Poppy. I'm sorry, but Tick has made a
No,
song.
thank you.
Yeah, no,
Thank you
no,
for.
you're welcome. And so, yes, we're gonna do that song approach, and we're gonna close the space with this. You guys, wild here is my brain is tired. I'm cooked.
Yo,
And
the
it's-
song you played in the beginning as well, Wild, like I
with
was
what?
pumping my fist. You had like a rave song or
Oh,
something.
what's the takeaways to that?
Holy shit, it sounds like I was on ecstasy.
Do you
You
think
say
I should
wild
go?
where you at?
Should I
Yeah.
go into more spaces today?
Hmm?
Should I keep going into more spaces? Do you think?
You can do that, Poppy, but do that with the objective, with your notes, right? So you do that with your sheet. One, two, three. Build your bridges, and then you're done, because silence is attraction. Over information is unattractive.
I
Yeah.
completely agree.
Yeah. So you want to stay, look, I'm Poppy, you want to keep it light, short, and sweet while guiding people to the information. That's where they eventually need to
Yes.
go. You cannot
Yes.
preach to them. People don't like being preached at. If you go on a date and you find the other person and they're gonna be in your DMs like all day, every day, that's very unattractive.
I
There's
completely
something
agree.
about some silence. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right? And
you're right. You're
leaving
so
some
right.
mystery. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's hard. Like because I did in-person sales. I did physical in-person business-to-business sales. One of the hardest,
Well,
and
that's
I was
That's
successful.
hard for neurodivergent brain.
It was
So,
extremely hard. Oh, I was
but
having horrible troubles
yes,
personally from it,
it's
but I did
sweating.
very well. I did the job because I had to do the job
Yeah,
because I had
yeah,
to pay my bills. But
yeah.
I think that you're right. Is that if I can take that same approach and apply the
Yes.
systematic approach and not over,
Short, sweet, condensed, keep it light, and
I would
then
inform the
leave
customer.
room for
Yeah,
also,
over.
Poppy, what you need to write down after that third objective. You're always gonna be with thank you for the host and the co-host. That's always polite to do. And then after that, you're gonna be like, if anybody has any questions, I'm here for it. And now you got to be careful, because now your neurodivergent brain is going haywire. If somebody asks a question, you're going to rant for 5 minutes. So only do that if you're sure you can start. You can actually be short and sweet, right? Answer short
I
and sweet. Yeah. Or else don't even go there. I wouldn't even go there. It's enough for people to go to the information, let them discover what kind of gem this is on their own, because it's so much more bullish, and it actually flips the switch on whether they buy or not. So, but right now I'm gonna do the Froge running song. You all can enjoy it, and then afterwards we'll do the last words, and get this party started.
But wait. So you made this song live
No, no,
before?
Tick made it. Tick
Okay,
sent
okay,
it.
okay,
Yes,
okay.
Tick. It's
Good,
whoa,
good.
whoa. I... Let's go, guys. Is he saying yawn, yawn, yawn?
I heard that.
Just up like whoa, ho, Jojo about to explode, ho, man, on let go, ho, here we about to go, ho, getting on the time, we're dropping on the rhyme, coming through with Frojo, coming through with limes, doing this cause it's easy, gonna bust a knot, doing it like we frog, really running, yo, the charts blowing up, these niggas gonna wireless and they sold it for a buck, and then I go like a trap house with a rock, frog on the moon and it's never gonna stop, getting priced out, it's just a story of your life, Mr. Round Trip, gonna make it like your wife, it's not even funny though, when you from a bags of fro, just keep climbing. Tell me why you mad.
Short and sweet.
That was short and very sweet. Yes, I liked it very much.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate you both.
No problem, puppy. Go out there,
Pleasure.
get him, puppy.
Thank you for
Blessed
showing up.
Friday,
We need,
everyone.
we need, we need 50 buys on that chart right there. Come on, let's go. You
Well,
gotta.
it's just my it's the
There you
image that
go.
I have to present a better self image to the public, and it's really that simple.
It's
I
it's about it. Look, everything is perception, Poppy. You got to own what you got to know what you're broadcasting. You got to own this, and so that's what you're gonna do, right? I'm gonna give you this mission: 1, 2, 3 with bridges, and you're gonna kill it
And what
because there's not many people who can chill in this way and have it be effective. Everybody's fucking just yapping on. Nobody likes this. You're not gonna sell a damn thing this way,
yeah, you really got
right?
to
well,
Yeah.
thank
zoom.
you.
You got
That's
to.
amazing feedback, and I really appreciate it. I wrote everything here down, so thank you so much.
You're welcome, puppy. And I want to see you make some sales, puppy. Just lock people in like that,
Let's
right?
go.
It
Because
Yeah,
has to happen.
thank you.
It's gonna happen.
I do want to make sales. That would be an amazing.
yeah,
My goal is to just get a sale. I actually care less
spaces,
about I care
spaces
less
is
about the
not a
show,
good place
more about the
to
product.
explain people technology. It's not a good place for it. You're gonna lose people. People are gonna be like, I don't even understand what words you're using. And so you got to be light, short and sweet about it, and have the objective to use that space as a board, a jumping board to somewhere else. That's what you're using the space for when you shill. So they don't need to know everything, right? Only what's necessary for them to know to make them curious about where they need to go, right?
Yeah,
So that's
I
it,
love
you
that
guys.
because right now the projects are being seen like my project is being seen as like a spam or illegitimate, and I'm trying to figure out why. I'm like, what is going on here? That's even
Well, that's
causing
kind of
this.
a mirror. That's kind of a mirror. So that's what's going on. And you know what? I'm laying down the law with this. The brutal truth is going to come because that's the only way to change these things. So that's a mirror, right? Spam is overload, and you're talking in overload as well. So that's a mirror, right? That's you projecting. That's what you're getting, right? So do something else, Poppy. I believe in you. You got this. All right, you guys. This is the end of the space right here. It was a good one. I mean, I've been all spaced out from being in spaces like basically the majority of the week, but it'd be bullish. It'd be bullish like that, and so I will see you on the timeline in the weekend, right? I just don't know what else to say anymore. And just my brain is like down. Cut. What's this sleep tick?
Yes,
Last
yes,
words from Tick, and then I'm rugging this shit.
yes, indeed. Yes, stay bullish, my friends, and we will see you next week. Let's pump those bags. Let's
Well,
go.
maybe not because it's Thursday's mint day. So I don't know if we're going to do
Mm.
an after party. There's going to be community spaces, of course, so we're just floating out from that. And so
Which
there's
day?
going to be,
Mint day?
yeah, mint day Thursday. Next Thursday is mint day, you
Okay.
guys.
Nice.
We'll
Yeah, yeah,
meet
yeah, yeah.
in the Froge spaces, We'll see each other.
Of course.
Yep.
Of course, man. The content is going to be insane and amazing. The game shows and having fun. Yeah, man, this is next level. I'm ready for this.
Hmm.
Finally, something that I can chill and I feel good about, right? I
Yep.
mean, it's been a while. It's been a while. All right, you guys, it was good to see you. Thank you for your support always, and we'll see you on the timeline. Massive Yannis. Go ahead to Edge. Follow Edge, and be in his space tomorrow. You might be surprised what happens to you. Good things. Let's go,
Bullishness.
Yannis.